Hi, this is Becky with Icing on Top Becky's Cakes, and today we're going to make the sculpted airplane cake, and we're going to use modeling chocolate to make the wings, engines, and stabilizers. If you want to know how to make this recipe of modeling chocolate, please check out my other video on how to make modeling chocolate. I used little paper templates for each of these areas, and then I'm going to put little skewers in and attach them with more modeling chocolate and then smooth it out and then add some details to those. And then after we get all of our pieces made out of modeling chocolate, we're going to get our 9x13 cake out of the oven, and we're going to have a cardboard template for that as well, which we're going to use as our cake board, as well as the template to cut how much cake we want. And we're going to stack it 3 high with frosting in between each layer. Then we're going to roughly crumb coat it and stick it in the fridge because we're going to sculpt it anyway, so we're going to be trimming off a lot of that. And then after we get a good trim and we get the shape that we want, then we're going to add another layer of frosting over that and smooth that out and sculpt it the way that we want our airliner to look. If you see I have a piece of paper over there, that kind of gives me an idea as to what kind of shape I want my airliner to be. Now I'm just going to use a piping bag to pipe on a thick layer of buttercream, and then after I get it all on there nice and thick, I'm going to be smoothing it out. And after I smooth it out with my offset spatula and kind of molding it as I go, I'm going to pop it back in the fridge and then repeat the process one more time to get it really nice and smooth. And then after we've smoothed it out and with plenty of buttercream, then we're going to get a bowl of hot water, and that'll help us get our buttercream all the more smooth. And then we're going to wipe off with a paper towel each time we put our offset spatula into the hot water so that we're not dripping water all over the cake board and the cake itself. And then we're going to pop it right back in the fridge and get to work on our pieces of modeling chocolate, adding detail. I'm just piping on some detail here, and then we're going to use the black food coloring over there with a food safe paintbrush to color all of our engines black on the inside. And then I'm just adding a little more detail to our wings here. And now after carefully marking off where I wanted to put all my windows, I'm just piping on the dots exactly where I had marked off. And then we're also going to use the skewer to make a nice straight line under those windows where I want to put our line of blue frosting here for the details of the plane. Now we're going to get a large cake board and frost it all with blue buttercream and mark where we want to set our plane. And then we'll use our offset spatula, and we can do the fun part, which is lift it up. It's got the small cake board underneath, remember? So we'll just lift it and set it down here. So we have liftoff and a smooth landing. And then we just carefully remove our offset spatula from underneath there by sliding it right out. And then we can pipe some blue buttercream all around the edges to kind of seal it in there and smooth it over. And then we're going to get our engines and we're going to place them exactly where we want our wings to go. And the engines are going to support the wings as well as the skewers that we've placed inside our wings. And then we want to make sure we put them in nice and straight. So I've also marked off where I put those. Then you can use a little buttercream to clean up the edges, and there we go. Please feel free to watch any of my other videos.